Good afternoon. My name is Bill King. I'm planning operations for the Rocky Mountain Type 1 team. I'm here to do a briefing for September 16th on the Bald Mountain fire and a quick overview of the Pole Creek fire. Today operations starting here, going around the horn in Division Alpha. Fire's pretty much been hung up on the high ridge here. It is real rocky, rough terrain. We don't want to expose our firefighters too much up there. There is some continuous heat. So they are looking at doing some indirect fire line utilizing dozer line in Santaquin Canyon Road and coming along some of the lower foothills of the slopes with dozer line trying to tie in to the break of Division Kilo. Moving up to Division Delta in protection, the main focus is our values at risk with the protection of the community of Santaquin. And so they are looking at bringing dozer line down Santaquin Canyon, which they have successfully completed, and continuing dozer line on the toes of the slope where they have success in putting dozer line. And they're also bringing dozer line today from Payson Canyon around the communities on the lower foothills of the slopes and trying to tie that in today, which they probably will have a good high probability of success in doing so. And this is all in preparation for a burn operation, kind of creating a catcher's mitt. So if this fire does come off the hill, to protect the communities and the values at risk. And coming along to Division Juliet, they had a good success yesterday working along the pipeline access here, which is a pretty open, sparser fuels, where they're going to tie into that dozer line up here. And then they're bringing dozer line. They've already tied into Loafer Canyon, and they're continuing to bring dozer line up on the lower foothills where they have success of bringing dozer line and tying into Division Mike or to Highway 6 or wherever they have success and tying into Division Mike. Currently the fire size on Bald Mountain is 13,500, and that was as of last night. The Pole Creek fire has connected along the knee-high loop road here in a couple of places in the middle here, so they are connected. Coming around to Division Kilo at the bottom here, so they're looking at tying in with Division Alpha where they can have success in the wilderness areas here, utilizing road systems. They've prepped that, started a burn operation down in here, and using the knee-high loop road, continuing to bring fire in operations connecting into Division Zulu on the Pole Creek fire. Just a couple of other things we have going on. We do have a structure protection group set along these communities. So the communities of Santaquin, Elk Creek, and Woodland Hills, and really assessing all those structures in preparation for that fire to come down, or if they start firing operations, to be ready for that to protect our communities in there. We also have a night operations that we're beginning tonight. They have had folks out there through the duration of the incident, but we're getting more resources as fire is coming down the hill more to be preparation to hold any burn operations or be evaluating if the fire comes down to protect those communities. Just a quick overview of the Pole Creek fire. Division Mike, they're assessing some of the communities in here. They're kind of trying to figure out a plan to connect to Division Juliet on the Bald Mountain side. In Division Oscar, the fire has made it to the State Road 6. Yesterday they started a burn operation along State Road 6, having to close down the highway, also closing down the railroad. And they did bring firing all the way to the 89 highway and tied it in somewhere down here. They're going to continue firing down 89 to get this secure, so we don't have a probability of this coming out and making a run across the highway to the north in Division Oscar. In Division Zulu and Tango, both of these are kind of a direct indirect strategy with dozer line and hand line. I'm trying to get this in place on here. We don't have as many values at risk down in here, but they're getting those in place in preparation for a fire-in operation to secure the heel of this fire down in here. Fire has been moving in a northeasterly direction, so all's looking good now. We have not started aerial firing operations at all to backfire down the hill in preparation with firing along some of the dozer lines and hand lines that we have in place.